Hi there, today I'm going to show you how to scrape Groupon if you're looking to contact people that are already trying to advertise and get them to do Facebook ads, SEO, whatever type of digital marketing. Basically in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to scrape, how to get their emails, and create a spreadsheet of all their info so that you can start cold emailing. Awesome. So I'm going to start with New York since usually, the most people that use Groupon are in New York. And today let's try doing optometry. So I'm going to search optometry. I always like to go into the categories, make sure I'm getting exactly what I'm looking for. So vision. Okay. So now basically the first step is, ultimately what I'm trying to get is, the email of these different deals. But the first thing I need to do is I need to scrape the links to the individual profile page. So there's a tool called import.io where you basically you take this URL, you copy it, you paste it, bring it in, you click go. And basically it's loading the page and it's trying to figure out what exactly. So you can see right now it grabs, but see, we don't really need all of this stuff. Basically all that I need is, a link to each profile page. So I'm going to empty the table and I'm going to put deal, and I'm going to click, and then it's going to ask, do you want the link? I'm like, yes. Okay. And I'm going to click again, and see how it automatically figures out the rest of the deals. So then I'm going to click save and run. But also, let's just say that, you wanted to do multiple pages. So like, so far there's actually, several pages. So what you can do is you can bring them in and start pasting. So let's go to the next one. And actually what's really cool is, check this out. You can create a URL generator, and right here is the page, and see, so let's say there was 30 pages, but there probably isn't. So yeah, see, like there's only 4, but let's just say, hey, I was wanting to save time and I just wanted to get 1 through 4. Well, technically it's not going to show for the seconds anyway. So right there you can add these to the list, and then obviously I can remove the duplicates. So you click save, you click run, and now it's scraping. So while it's running, it's basically just grabbing the links, and the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take those links and bring them back in. So while that is running, I'm going to take this one right here and I'm going to create a template for what exactly I want scraped. So basically, when I do my cold emailing, I like to get the name of the deal, the company. I like to get the doctor's name. Sometimes it'll be in the about section. And I also like to get the company website and also the phone number. So let's start with the deal. Okay, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab the company. I'm going to grab their website. I'm going to grab about. Trying to get this general out because usually it's right in there. And then I'm going to grab the phone number. Okay. So I'm going to click save. Now this other list should be done. Okay. So let's go over here. Yep, it's done. So we're going to download it. We're going to bring it over into Google Sheets. We're going to import. And yeah, basically all I'm needing is this area right here. So I'm going to go in and just copy these URLs. And go back over here, go to this one, go to settings, and add in the rest of the URLs. Remove any duplicates. Click save. Click run. And so now it's going through and grabbing all that information. Now that is done, we're going to take this list of URLs, we're going to download it, we're going to come back into here, we're going to import, drag and drop, we're going to insert a new sheet. Okay, so you can see that now we have, all the deals. One thing though I like to fix is, see how like all these rows are kind of large. So the first thing I'll do is, I clean it up. One thing is I'll freeze this row so that this row always stays on top when you try to start sorting. So ultimately what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this list ready to start cold emailing. So what I do is the first thing is there's some add-ons you install, and basically you go to here, get add-ons, and you search for power tools, remove blank rows, and remove duplicates. And so when I go here to remove, I'm going to remove all these spaces I don't need. So remove spaces, remove all spaces between words to one. And see, boom. The next thing I try to do is do any of these have the doctor's name? So yes, you see Dr. Melanie. Well, anyway, let's start in the deal page. Some things is, if you notice, it says at. I don't necessarily need that at there. So what I do is I go over to here, remove characters by positions, and I put at, and make sure you do space, because it'll delete any at, even if it's part of a word. So I'm going to click remove, and then I'm going to go and delete at from everywhere. Sometimes, there might still be a parentheses with the price, so let me remove everything after that. Let me replace it. Okay. So now that part is good. It also looks like some of them have this line. I wonder if that's the only one. Let's just quickly look through here. Yeah, so. Let's remove. Okay, so that part is good. We don't need this column right here, so let's delete that. So one thing that you can do is in here, you want to delete, you want to see if you can find where the doctor is. So what I try to do is delete anything before DR. Okay. See, so now if there is a doctor, it pops up right there. We also try to see is like, maybe there's like an acronym for doctors. Like for dentists it's DMD. But ultimately you will have to kind of go through each one of these and clean it up. But I'm just trying to show you ways of, being faster with it. So like see Jack. Okay. So obviously you know how to do that, how to clean it up. But the last thing is we're going to take these URLs and we're going to find their emails. So I'm going to bring them in here. I don't need this row. So then I'm going to basically download this as a CSV file. And basically you're going to look for the tool called Email Grabber. And it's pretty cheap. It's like $16. Very good. And probably one of my favorite tools. So you basically find the file. Bring it in. Right here, basically what this means is, do you want it to just scrape the website? Or if there's a URL that takes it to another website, do you want to scrape that website as well? So in our situation, we're only needing to scrape the website itself. But let's say like you were on a directory or an association page that had a ton of websites, you probably would want to, scrape that. So then the next thing is like, I don't need to go so many pages down, so I'll do 6 pages. And then depending on your internet, you want to raise it as high as possible so you can do as many searches as possible. So you click start and see, basically it's already fine. Obviously some of these emails, are fake, so you'll have to clean those out. And, basically, it'll eventually finish, and you'll at least have some of the emails. So we'll go and we'll download this. And we'll name it Groupon Test Emails. We'll click Save. Okay. So then we're going to import this back in. And we're going to replace this sheet because we don't necessarily need what was there before. So boom, there it is. And obviously, some of these, like that is not an email. Where was that username? Yeah, that was not an email. This is not an email. But yeah, it looks like so. Yeah. So unfortunately, it was only able to grab 32, but that's a start. So we'll put this as email address. And so the next thing we want to do is we want to match, because we're basically going to merge these over. So I'm going to basically add new column. Okay. So then we're going to go over to data, merge sheets. And basically going to tell it what columns I want. And then we're going to do the lookup sheet. We're going to auto select. We're going to click next. I'm going to say what the matching one is. And then we're going to click email. Finish. And so basically 19 rows were updated. And basically that is how you scrape. And so for any of the ones that you aren't able to find, you'll basically need to, you know, let's see, go to their website, and the next best place to find their email is their Facebook. So you go to their Facebook, and it looks like they don't have. So if that doesn't work, okay, I gotta click on it. Okay, and then you gotta go to the About section, and if their email's not there. And also, while I'm doing this, I also see if I can find the doctor's name, because that's basically what you're trying to do. You're trying to fit, this should end up being, the doctor. So like here, Dr. Melania. So, I'm going to delete it. And so there you go. That is basically how you scrape Groupon and get the deal, the company, the URL, email address, doctor, phone.